Hello there, YouTube. Continuing our conversation from that video I posted regarding improving self-confidence. Today, I'm just going to introduce myself and establish credibility with you guys. Who I am, where I came from, what's my experience, why should you be listening to me, right? So that's the topic that we have today. So my name is Alan. As you know, my channel is named Boys Toys because obviously there's a lot of toys in my channel, big boys toys. But the reason I wanted to put out this video is I've had a lot of experience. I've made a lot of mistakes. I've had some problems that I was able to overcome. And since I've mentioned the demographic of this channel is a lot younger than me, somewhere between 18 to 35, about 70% as mentioned before, I figured sharing my life experiences, the success and failures, is an important factor so you don't have to go through those mistakes because I've already made them. So who am I? As I mentioned, I'm Alan. I grew up in the Philippines, and growing in the Philippines in the 80s, it was tough. Although our family is combined of two working parents, a mom and dad, but you know, the income wasn't great. We didn't have any cars, so we had to walk to school. I remember I only had one shoe to go to school, so we really had to take care of that shoe. And I love to play basketball, so that's the same shoe I used to play basketball. I didn't have a backpack. I had like a duffel bag to go to school, like a traveling bag. But I wasn't embarrassed about it because that's all we can afford. Growing up like that, and in college, I moved to a bigger city in the Philippines called Iloilo. I went to a school called Central Philippine University, which is a, I believe it's a Baptist Christian university founded by American Baptist teachers in 1901. I'm sure somebody will correct me in here if I'm, not giving you the facts. But that's what I remember. Finished a degree in medical technology. That was not my first choice, to tell you the truth. So there comes a good experience here. I was planning to go to the military, and if that didn't go through, I was planning to be a pilot or an astronaut, but my parents said no to all those. We couldn't afford them. So I just went to the university where my mom graduated, and the dean advised me that I had good grades in sciences, so I better go take medical technology. So medical technology is a pre-medicine course, but you can work actually in the laboratory when you graduate after you get your license. So I did that. It wasn't my choice, like I said. It wasn't even my 4th, 5th, 10th choice. I was just thrown into that. So I made the most out of it, enjoyed college, and, did a good job. I mean, excelled at the subjects. One of the reasons I enjoyed hanging out with my friends. And to tell you the truth, I might post a picture of me here in college. I actually dressed a lot differently than most of my peers. In fact, I wore Levi's jeans, which is common, but I always wore a collared shirt. Long sleeve shirts, rolled up sleeves, and boots. And the only reason I had boots is my dad had a lot of friends that work in Saudi Arabia and would come home bringing home steel-toed boots. I don't know what brand they were, but I like boots, so I wore them. I mean, imagine the Philippines always hot, wearing jeans, a long-sleeve shirt, and boots. But I liked it because it made me look different. Number 2, it made me look polished, so to speak. Like I mentioned in the previous video, a step above than the usual t-shirt, jeans, and flip-flops or tennis shoe. So that's one thing that I started doing. In fact, I started doing that late in high school. So I wasn't embarrassed about it. It made me confident wearing those boots. It made me confident wearing the long sleeve shirt because obviously when you have a collar like this, kind of makes your posture a little bit higher than you would with a t-shirt. And you kind of walk a little differently when your collared shirt is tucked in, sleeves are rolled. You present yourself to the world a little differently. So that actually improved my self-confidence. Anyways, so after college, I worked at a hospital for about 4 years, but I knew it wasn't for me. It wasn't the best environment for me, because I knew my environment was outside, and I'm an outdoor person. I like to be around people, but outside, meeting people, not sitting in a lab looking down a microscope. So I quit my job. Obviously, my dad was mad. A lot of you people can relate to this. That, you know, when you don't find your passion. I mean, college was not the college degree that I acquired was not my passion, but I followed along because I didn't have any choice. So I had to look for that passion. What was I excited about? So I had to quit that job. I had no job. My parents were not happy about it, but I figured, you know, with resiliency and hard work, I will be able to find a job that suits my personality and I would enjoy. And by the blessing of the Lord and a lot of prayers, I was able to land a job at a Fortune 500 company in the Philippines, actually. And you may know the company because they make the vaccine that's all over the news. The company is called Pfizer, one of the biggest pharmaceutical companies in the world. And I worked for that company for 4 years. And I learned a lot. In that company, I learned to improve my self-confidence, because now I have to present myself to doctors. I have to, you know, sell them, you know, give them information. And I know there's a lot of intimidating factors, because now you're talking to, you know, smarter than people than I am. So, but they trained us to present. They trained us to empathize, and empathizing is being able to relate to what these people go through day to day. So if you think about this person, the doctor, what do they go through every day, you can empathize to them and how you present your products or whatever you're selling. So anyways, that's what I did in the, you know, late 90s. And opportunity came up to follow my wife here in America in 2000 to join her here. But Pfizer would not transfer me. So here's another crossroad in my life, and I can elaborate on all of this if you guys want me to elaborate on it, ask the questions below. Is that I was in a crossroads because it was a good job. I enjoyed it a lot. It paid well, but now I have to quit it because I have to move to America. So I made the decision to move and follow my wife here, quit that job at Pfizer. So landed in America with no job. I think I maybe have $300-400 in my pocket. I mean, the first few months in America was a struggle for me and my wife. We didn't have any money. We lived and shared a home with a friend who was kind enough to share her home with us. And it's just me and my wife and the owner of the home, and, you know, still good friends to this day. But it was tough because you don't have a lot of personal space. And obviously I didn't have any job. My wife had a job, but, you know, she was somewhat new to her job. She didn't pay well. So we were struggling financially, and we knew we needed to do something. So this is where resiliency, determination, and a lot of prayers, I can tell you guys, I wanted to share with you, because this is reality. This is what I encountered. So hopefully some of you can pick up some things and tips from what I did. So what I did is my wife and I prayed a lot, asked for guidance and help from the Lord. And, you know, I applied to anything. I didn't care. I didn't care what job available that was. I just wanted a job. I applied to anything that was open, that I was qualified. And you have to remember, coming from the Philippines, I didn't have a good command of English. I wasn't speaking as good of English like I am right now. I can speak multiple languages, but I wasn't as comfortable in English because, you know, you have the Filipino language in your head, and you have to translate that to English. So sometimes it's a delay. Anyway, I did that and applied to every single job that I was vaguely qualified. And I did a lot of interviews in hospitals, in labs, a lot. I just, you know, I didn't have a laptop, so I went to Kinko's a lot. If you guys remember, you live in Peoria, there's a Kinko's there a long time ago. We went to Kinko's, printed resumes, mailed them out. Used the computer to apply for jobs, interview, and all these things. I did all. I mean, I can tell you, every single one of them I applied that I was vaguely qualified. Anyways, with the blessing of the Lord, I was able to get an interview for the company I work for now, another Fortune 500 company, and I was offered a job, and I've been here 20 years. So that's my story of my life. And after that, you know, we bought this house we see in the background, had kids, and kids are in high school preparing for college, and still working for this company and doing this YouTube videos so I can share my experience. That's who I am. Obviously, 2 Fortune 500 companies have trained me to do what I do, to present to people, to empathize to people, to relate to people, to have confidence to do those things. So that's what I'm doing right now, is sharing those experiences, those training. I mean, we had video training on how to properly present. That's unnerving when you're being videotaped, and you have to improve from the next, you know, video to the next in your presentation skills. So we had all that training. So I want to make sure that I share those things with you guys so that you can improve whatever stage your life you are, whether you're in college, high school, college, you're new to the workforce, you're finding a job, or you got a little bit of tenure to the job, and all these things I wanted to make sure I share with you guys so you can learn from my experiences. Don't make the mistakes I've made. Have the resiliency, have the faith to persevere. I mean, it was not easy moving to a new country, speaking a language I wasn't comfortable, having no job, having, you know, experience that may or may not translate here in America. So that was a big challenge. But I'm not going to say, look at me now, because this is a blessing that I'm here, that I'm doing this. Since it's a blessing to me, I want to bless it to you too, so you can learn from me. And if you have any questions about my life, my path to where I am today, my career, post it below. I'll answer it as candidly as I can. Just like as candid as I am in this video that you're watching today. I want to be as natural, as normal, and as honest as I can be, because that's the only way I know. That's the only way I know to present myself. And the confidence that I've developed through the years is through the training that I've had and my own personal life experiences. So hopefully this video has given you a little bit of background on who I am. I don't want to go through, you know, a crazy detail, because the video will be, you know, an hour long. But that's just a little synopsis of where I came from, what I had to go through, and where I am now. And maybe in the future we'll make a video of where I'm going. So we'll see where this video take us. But I really would like for us to develop this communication and community that we can share. So comment below, like this video, share it, and subscribe so you can continue to get these videos that may be helpful in your life. If I've helped 1 or 2 of you guys in these videos, I will be very happy, because there are people in my life, and I can share them in the future, that have helped me to get to where I am. And I want to do the same thing to you guys. So, all right, hope this video was helpful. Hope this video inspires you to do great, to have faith, improve your self-confidence. And we'll tackle each of those individual tips that I gave you in the previous video that I'll link in here too. So I link some pictures in this video of my life in the Philippines, so you can see that I'm telling you the truth. So I'll probably put it up here, somewhere here in the pictures as I talk. All right, so enjoy your day and take care. See you soon. Bye for now.